Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here chatting with you all today about what I do. I figured I would start with just a little bit of my story, where I was at in my life when I started my business, and then go into all the details, everything that you want to know right here on this call, and I'll try to make it as quick as possible. So, I was 23 and I was in my second year of the third in grad school for my doctorate in physical therapy. So I had gone straight through from undergrad to grad school, and at this point was feeling extremely burnt out. As you would know, if you're a student who's going straight through, it's just something that makes you feel like you need to look for more, you need to look in other directions and see how else you could be fulfilled because school personally was not doing it for me. So I was in a clinical, and in physical therapy school, you are in a ton of clinicals. So I was able to see at least 12 settings in the physical therapy world before I graduated, which meant I had a lot of time dedicated to my clinical work and my studies. Obviously, anyone in grad school has a lot of time dedicated to their studies, but my professors and the head of my program specifically told us in the beginning of the program if we were working any more than 4 hours a week at a job, we would have to quit. At the time, I was a dance choreographer, and it devastated me to have to quit because it was something that I was passionate about and I loved helping others. I loved being a coach, a mentor, a teacher, and I had to let that part of my life go. So, fast forward, I'm in clinicals. I'm about a year and a half into school because it's 3 years total, and I'm living off my savings. I'm in New York City. I don't go to, many things outside of school related things because I just felt so tight on money and I just felt like I was losing time with friends and family and I just needed more. So I'm on my lunch break one day and I get a message from a friend of a TikTok. And it's a girl named Amy, who is now my mentor, who was expanding her team in the United States and wanted health and wellness individuals who have an entrepreneurial spirit to expand and join her team. So I immediately was interested. I got introduced to this business opportunity right then and there. And it was just so insane being on a clinical lunch break in a position where I wasn't getting paid because if you know you're say you're a nursing student, a physical therapy student, of any sort of field work that you do, you don't get compensated for it, but you literally work a professional schedule. I was there 40 hours a week with not getting paid whatsoever. So it was just hard for me to understand that I'm putting so much into something and I wasn't getting anything out of it monetarily. Obviously, it was good for my experience in the field. So I wanted more. So I decided to jump right in. And that brings me here to sharing this all with you because I know that it was the answer to all of my prayers at the time, whether I knew it or not. So let me give you a little bit of a rundown of the company. I'm partnered with Arbonne. It's a holistic health and wellness brand that's been around for 46 years, since 1980. Incredible. I hadn't known about them before I got introduced to it, but actually, my mom did. My mom said that back in the 2000s, when I was just 4 or 5 years old, her friends, she knew people who used to be partnered with Arbonne that would showcase the clean skincare and beauty aspect to it. Now, we're actually a wellness-focused company that focuses completely on non-toxic botanical and vegan products, and we are completely transformed into the changes that the trends in the world has come to. So we also have nutrition, skincare, body care, women's health, we have shower care, we have household items, we have beach needs, we have children's care, baby care, absolutely everything you could imagine. We have now expanded to that. And we've rebranded as well since then. So it's obviously evolved, and we have over 200 consumable products in all of those categories that I just named. It's like a wellness wonderland to me. So, thinking about it as like something similar to Amazon, honestly, I am partnered with them and I have a link that people can shop through, and then I make commissions off of it. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So, For example, when I say Arbonne is different from other companies, I mean it's because of their standards. We actually exceed European standards when it comes down to toxins, ingredients, and chemicals, because over 2,000 ingredients and chemicals are banned from our ingredient list. So that's incredible. Europe only bans 1,500, so that's why I say we exceed European standards. The US only bans 30 toxins, and Canada only about 500 are banned. So I mean it when I say we have high quality ingredients. So it is really the most clean and effective brands that I've seen on the market. The most popular product, it can vary. It depends on what you're specifically looking for. But I would say overall, we have this thing called the 30 Days to Healthy Living, which it focuses on healing the gut so that people can boost their energy levels, maybe lose some weight, clear their skin, and sleep better. It's just like the total reset package. But we also have different little skincare bundles for your specific skin type. We have routines that are easy to follow and that are easy to implement in your already existing day-to-day routine. So, I've been loving a bunch of the products, but we actually did just get back from Las Vegas where our conference was, and we launched 9 new products, some of which I'm wearing right now. We actually launched a cream blush and a makeup primer. So we're disguising skincare in our makeup. It's just amazing. We launched a new energy fizz stick, which, if you don't know, those are consumable energy fizz packets that are made of ginseng, green tea, and guarana, as well as B vitamins, coenzyme Sen, and chromium. Amazing. We also just launched 2 NAD products, NAD plus. One, it's going to be a drinkable cellular energy packet that's completely flavorless. The other one is called, I call it, no one else is saying this except for me right now, except for some other girls, but it's Botox in a bottle. It's this beautiful serum that just tightens, refreshes, and really helps your skin, the already existing cells, replenish more and new. So it gives you that fueled new look to your skin. Yeah, it's unreal. So yeah, I'm just on a Vegas high right now because we did just get back. So let me go into a little bit more of the business. I know I briefly mentioned it. So if you're aware of what affiliate marketing is, it's very, very similar to that, but it's better because you earn more than just through personal sales. So you get the perks of having your own business, except you can work it on your flexible hours. You really don't have a boss. You just have mentorship where trainings are completely provided and you're walked through the steps of how to succeed. And it's flexible. It can be worked from anywhere in the world. And that's what also really drew me to this because I knew that yes, New York is home, but I have a really big travel bug and I wasn't willing to compromise that. So I knew if I started something, nonetheless working for myself as a physical therapist, I could bring something that's being built online with me and that follows me and that helps me make a legacy and an empire. That was my goal. That was my vision. I knew that I wanted to create something big for me and my future family. I don't have one right now. I don't have children yet, but when I do, I plan on being the most present mother because this business allows me to be. So, let me keep going. When it comes down to earning an income, it's Arbonne is classified as a network marketing model, which means it's based online. People cannot get these products in store or anywhere else because it's never advertised. The only way that products sell is through consultants, aka brand ambassadors. So we're partnered with the brand. When you become an ambassador, you get a website link that I mentioned before that people can order through, and you're paid weekly. Every single week, that check hits 15 to 35% commissions for those sales. Amazing. But there's more than that. That's where regular affiliate marketing stops for you. That's where Amazon links stop. With Arbonne, we can also earn through team override sales, which that means if you help people build their team, build their business, help them sell products to their network, Arbonne really sends you just a little percentage as a thank you for helping them get started. We don't get paid to recruit, which can be a very common misconception, but we just get paid when products are sold. So, like I said, when your team is succeeding, they're earning their full commission, that 15 to 35%. They're getting their paychecks every single week. And then Arbonne pays you a percentage of your team sales volume each month. So at the start of every month, you not only get that first paycheck of the week, but you get a second one for that first start of the month on the past month's team override sales. Basically, like I said, thanking you for expanding the brand because honestly, we only have 1 to 3% brand awareness, which I was completely shocked when I found that out. But then I remembered I didn't know about this before I started. So people want to know more about this. People are looking for the things that we have to offer. So as a thank you, Arbonne just gives you that percentage for expanding our brand because it's so amazing. We want more people to know about it. So we also can earn through cash bonuses every single month, as well as the VP Success Program for a white Mercedes-Benz. Amazing. Arbonne is partnered with Mercedes. You can purchase one. You get that reimbursement for whatever your car payment is when you're at the top 2% of the company. It's crazy and unreal. And I just can't believe that a brand is so selfless, you know? So, all of this combined, it has created such a fun, collaborative, and creative environment because everyone wants everyone to win in this business. When I got introduced to my team and understood that there wasn't competition, there was just collaboration and help, and everyone just took an interest to your interests. I was stunned because I grew up a competitive dancer, and collaboration and creation didn't really go well together. So this was a complete new thing for me and a complete shock. And it's just been surreal. I've met some of my best friends who I've traveled literally across the world. I just came home. It's April right now, but in January and December, I was traveling to Canada, Australia, and New Zealand to meet up with my Arbonne team. Pinch me. It's just like that girl who was 23 in the middle of grad school in the thick of it at a really burned out point never would imagine that I would have been able to have the opportunity to do that. It's just, it's opened up my eyes to what my life is and what it still can be in the future. My vision is always expanding, and I'm so excited to walk you through that if you're listening to this right now. So, let me get into the earnings when it comes down to it. It depends on your personal goals and your effort. So I don't know if I mentioned before, but the income is completely uncapped. You can earn as much or as little as you want. That's why it is an entrepreneurial role. It is completely efforts based, which I loved because I know how hard of a worker I was. So I knew that my business would have to follow suit. So there's 4 promotion titles that you could hit, and with each one, you unlock new perks and larger commissions. I'll just give you a simple rundown because these are details we can go further into in the future. The first title is District Manager. This is where you can earn up to 1,000 extra dollars a month, which we usually focus on helping people achieve in the first 1 to 3 months from starting. It's really important. It gives you that boost. It gives you that extra dollars in your pocket. It's an amazing place to be, and we set you up exactly how to do that with coaching. Then we have area manager. This is the second promotion title, and this is where you're earning up to $4,000 a month. It's also when your business becomes willable, which means if something were to happen to you and you passed on, your family and their future families will continue to collect your Arbonne income. I don't know a lot of places that give you that opportunity and that take care of your family. I don't. Yeah. The third title, Regional Vice President, is the top 2% of the company, which is where I mentioned you can get that VP Success Award where you get that lease to the white new Mercedes-Benz. Unreal. It's just amazing. And then the final title, the fourth one, is National Vice President, the top 1%, where you get an extra bonus with that car bonus. You get a trip to Maui paid for every single January with a loved one. And the minimum earnings at this point is $22,000 a month. And like I said, you're never capped on your growth. It can go up from there, wherever you want it to be. Unreal. So, I really loved to know that there was a lot of room to grow within this company. I think that that's something that was super, super important to me when looking for something that I could use to build my empire. I wanted to know that I wasn't going to be put a limit on. That's just in a traditional job, that might be the case. But here, you're completely just limitless. And that's the best thing I could say. Um, I'm going to remind you of a couple of things. As consultants, we don't have a boss. We just have mentors to help us. We all build this alongside our busy schedules, whether for me it was originally school, which I know a bunch of students are here on this call watching it. It's now my life alongside being a physical therapist, a Reiki energy healer practitioner, as well as a Pilates instructor. It is integrated so perfectly into my life as someone who loves health and wellness and loves helping other people. And it's also worked alongside family life and other businesses. People run their own businesses, but this is a perfect thing to bring into your life if you're looking for that spark, that fire, that something new that can really take you far. And I just have seen so many people from so many different walks of life succeed that I truly believe that any one of you with anything going on in your life can make it work for yourself. And we're here for you along the way. So, that's it for the overview. It's really as simple as we share and sell the products that we already love and use on a day-to-day basis. I was already using skincare, makeup, hair care, gut health, green supplements, energy drinks. I was already using that. I just swapped out for the clean, non-toxic products that we have, and now I get to recommend it to other people who are struggling with the same things that I was. Simple. So, we then are able to teach other people how to do the same thing through our team systems to keep it super fun and super easy. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. But I have three options for you. If you're at the end of this call and you're like, okay, number one, I am ready to jump in. It's something that aligns with me. It's something that I want to start building. I have the vision. I see what I want for myself. And I know that I could give it a really good shot and try this out. Send this to the person who sent this to you and say, I'm a number one. Let's get started. If you're like, this sounds amazing, and I think I'd be able to do this in the future potentially, but I'd actually really love to try the products instead for now, see how it goes. And if I end up loving them, I will absolutely jump into this business, but it's no pressure right now. I actually just really want it to be a consumer first. I'm looking for a new makeup routine. I'm looking for a new skincare routine to clear up what I have going on. I've actually really been struggling with bloating and energy, and I could use some extra support. So if you're that person, the preferred client option to be like a VIP customer, you get discounts and free gifts on your accounts as well as free shipping. That's an option number two. Amazing option. And number three, if you're like, this isn't quite for me, but I actually do know someone who would be great at this or might just love the products as well. If you're a number three, send this to the person that you got this video from and say, I'm a number three, and I have this person, whether it's your sister, your cousin, your best friend, your mom, that you think would benefit from something like this, and attach their contact and send it to us so we can reach out. Just to go back, number one, you want to start, you want to jump in. For this whole year, it's actually only $65 to get your registration started. And that comes with your website URL, your back end dashboard, your customer service access, as well as a free product. Bestseller, free product, gift of choice. And as consultants, we get 35 to 55% off every single order, which makes restocks so much better. And that preferred client option is $29 for the year. And on certain qualifying orders, it's completely free. That gets completely zeroed out, and you actually end up getting a free gift on top of that as well. So, super pocket and costly friendly, something that I needed as a student, and we're able to make that money right back with coaching and training. So, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm really excited to hear from all of you and hear what you're thinking and potentially get you started real soon. So, have a good night. I'm so glad you guys jumped on this call, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.